So did you hear about those bed bugs in Paris?
Yes, dude. The Olympics.
The Olympics.
Oh, yo, restart.
No, we gotta keep... Bro, this is raw and unfiltered, bro.
No, dude. Start the cast over. We sat here. This is the first time we've planned for like 20 minutes on what to open with, and I mess up the third word. Yo, the Olympics. It's stupid.
We've been brainstorming the entire first
It's just stupid to have, bro.
opening ceremony, and you just get the Olympics.
It's cutting off circulation, dude. What do you think about my drip?
It goes pretty hard.
I decided to pull up to the cast with some freaking lemon lime flavor because I'm doing it in support of Brazil. I'm real big on the Brazilian teams for the Olympics, dude.
Are they even green?
They're green and yellow, dude.
I guess that's true.
Green and yellow kill a fellow. But
right.
The Olympics are off the hook, dude. Not only do they got bed bugs, but they're out here, I guess, just letting
Tiger mosquitoes, temperature, no AC units,
pedophiles. They're just letting
anti-sex beds. Like, I don't know what's going on over there.
You think so? Apparently, there's some Dutch dude that's a pedophile that they just fully raped a 12-year-old and they're letting him compete.
So a little bit of context here. We wanted to talk about the Olympics, or I did, and then Shane was like, "Nah," but I was like, "We got to make it interesting." So we're just going through all of the controversies that have been going on so far in the Olympics.
Which this is the first Wikipedia page that I've ever seen have a table of contents on the side. There's so many controversies. There's sections.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
Like a contract, like a giant contract full of everything Paris has screwed up so far.
All right, so apparently there's a Dutch guy that is a convicted child rapist.
And we're talking child.
We're talking child.
Like 12.
Yeah, and he's very much an adult, but he was selected on is it volleyball? Yeah, volleyball.
Yeah.
And dude, there's a lot of information about him right here.
A lot of people are trying to go over the net. He was going under the net.
Which is crazy because I just thought about this. It's like, you know, those the athletes, or most of them stay in that village, the Olympic Village, where like they eat and they sleep and all that. It's like a hotel just for the athletes.
Okay.
And there's probably like, I don't know, minors there, because there's minors in the swim. A lot of the swimmers are minors, which that's kind of crazy.
There's minors and grannies, dude. Did you see that 58-year-old ping pong player?
Oh yeah.
All age ranges.
Is she from U.S. Team U.S.?
No, she's like in Vietnam or something.
Oh, wow, okay.
Some
that's the best they got.
Asian.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I saw that, which I thought was kind of funny because I was watching some of the ping pong, and Team USA.
Let's go.
Is like on the women's is a Chinese lady. It's like
from China?
No, she's born in California, but she is like Chinese heritage.
Mao Long, dude. He started it off.
Oh, she's going crazy though. She's beating the life out of this Brazil woman.
Dang.
It was unique.
So the interesting thing I was thinking about the Olympics is because technically you can like live in a country, but if you're from another country, you can compete for that country, right? Like,
yeah, I think it's
Usain Bolt lives here, but he still competes for wherever.
Yeah, because he's
Rwanda
born there. I believe that's how it works. If you're born in the country, that's you have to play for.
But also, if you live in America and go play for some other team, stay there. Like, what do you mean, dude? Like, we get one fast guy and he goes and plays for some other team?
I feel like all of these athletes gotta live in the States, dude.
I don't know. I mean,
that's just the American in me.
I mean, the parade was insane because there's literally like Rwanda or like, I don't know, some other no-name country like Croatia, and there's 10 people on the boat. And then here comes America with Jeff Bezos' yacht.
Yeah, like 300.
No, 600.
6?
There was like 650 or something.
I gotta check that.
The amount of players. I mean, it almost doesn't even seem fair. Like, how is that a world competition if one world gets, or like one country gets 600 people versus another country that gets 10?
Yeah, it's kind of wild how that, well, I mean, like Croatia, it's not a big country.
I mean, yeah, they don't have that many people, but still, it's like, I feel like every country should get 20 people. Or there should, like, every country should get their limit. I mean, I guess it's not. It wouldn't work out that well in the if somebody gets injured or whatever. But
why did this say
bringing
atheist?
700 people is insane.
Yeah, I mean, I was watching this TikTok of some girl was like, the female in me feeling bad for all these countries who have like 2 athletes. And I saw one boat had like 1 athlete on it. It's like, man, you got 1 shot for a gold medal. You're going to lose.
Imagine pulling up and getting out first round and taking your life raft back. setting sail back to wherever the heck you came from.
Sail. U.S. has the largest delegation with 594 athletes.
So almost 600.
Which is the most, yeah.
I mean, how's that fair? I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. It's fair. I mean, I assume you can have
how much
as
does
many as you need.
How much does India have? Because I think they have.
I think
either
China,
India or China has the most people. I think it's India. But so is it pretty close to America? Because technically they should have like 1,000.
India, yeah.
I mean, I'm no Olympic scholar, but I'm just trying to do the math here.
All right, here we go.
Trying to figure out
how many countries and athletes.
And
okay, why am I in an FAQ?
honestly, the Paris is, even though they're having all these just trouble one after the other, it's making me want to watch in one circumstance more, because I'm like, they're just botching everything they put their finger on. So let me see somebody fly off the bobsled or whatever.
Yeah, it's they have it's streaming on Peacock, and they have this cool thing that's like the gold zone or whatever, and it shows you like who's about to win gold throughout the day. So you're not watching like some random thing for no reason. I don't know. I've been kind of keeping up with that a little bit. Okay, so the second largest is obviously France, because that's the home.
Whoa,
that's the home thing.
Almost as much as America.
573 athletes from France. Australia is in third, 460.
Wow.
Man, China's way down there, 388.
How does that make sense?
Where's India? No way.
Honestly, though,
India got no athletes, dude.
Whenever I think of an athlete, I name one Indian athlete. That's kind of tough.
Isn't cricket really big over there?
I definitely see some Indians crush.
But there's no cricket in the Olympics, so that makes sense.
There's not?
No.
Probably because it's like, it doesn't have an end. So you can't
Probably.
You can't score it.
Can't score it.
Imagine coming up with a game and be like, so how do you win? And they're like, you just play?
Yeah, you just hit the ball. I don't know. That's weird. I was watching rugby on Saturday, and like as Americans, we think rugby as like football, but like with no pads.
Yeah.
And that's what I had in my mind when I started watching it. So I was like just sitting in my bed, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna. If I'm watching this whole thing, I'm gonna be here for like 2 hours. No, 3 hours. I'm gonna be here for 3 hours. And like,
you're there for 7.
No, I was sitting there and I watched the first, I don't know what they call it, quarter, but it was like 15 minutes or something like that.
Okay.
Which is like the same amount as NFL quarter. And I was like, all right, a quarter of the way through. And then the commentator's like, all right, we're halfway there. And I was like, well, hold on, what? Did I hear him right? And so I watched the rest of it, and it's only 2 quarters of 15 minutes.
Okay.
And I'm like, I can get into this, you know?
Well, I'm sorry, Australia. That's 2 halves. It's 2.50 cents.
Well, I was like
2 quarters.
It's only 30 minutes out of my day to watch an entire rugby match, which as a spectator watching it from home, I'm like, that's kind of chill. But if I'm like one of those spectators at the game,
yeah, you paid $400 to sit front row.
A couple grand to sit there and watch 30 minutes.
Did you see action. That flipping butch lady? That
butch? What are you talking?
She would plow either one of us, bro. I mean, she's yoked, brother.
I've seen a few clips of some.
Did you see that? There's one specific lady. Just look up absolutely yoked rugby lady. And she'll be like...
You talking about in the Olympics right now?
Yes, bro. She's from Australia. I mean, dude. It's like she's got like Giga Chad jaw. I don't know how else to explain it. And
she's been on a mewing streak.
Yes, brother.
Rugby.
Look up just swole rugby lady.
Yoked.
She's huge, dog. Just do images.
That's
you didn't look up lady, brother.
Oh.
You looked up Australian. Come on now. The cast is relying on.
Is this her?
I think that is.
Ooh.
No,
Ooh.
I don't know.
I mean, they're all big. Like, they're all...
Yes, but there was one lady that was a spectacle, bro. She might have been a Nephilim. I mean...
What is that?
Like, the half angel, half human.
Oh.
Or demon, probably. Let's be honest.
Demon? You're talking about Charlotte Caslick?
I think so, bro. Yo, does that look like look up her name and look at the images. I'm not kidding. If I saw this lady, if we were walking down the sidewalk and she's on my side of the sidewalk, I would cross the street. She's terrifying, bro.
She can walk. She can walk alone at night.
Yo, look at that. Or man, these pictures suck.
I mean,
if you go to her Instagram or something, I mean, it might not be worth it. But this lady is yoked. She's tall too. It's not like short yoked.
I mean, her legs are the size of like my torso.
She's the Rob Gronkowski of women's rugby. I mean,
dude, but apparently American rugby, they're in the finals. They're kind of going crazy, kind of beating up on those Europes.
I don't really like.
Which, dude, honestly, it's kind of disappointing. America right now. I mean, we're in the lead for most medals, but not in gold. We have like 4 gold medals.
What are we doing?
But like 40 in total. It's like, am I supposed to be patriotic about this?
I mean, if we continue to support, participation trophies, we ain't gonna get gold medals, brother. Like,
true that.
China. I mean, I wonder who's in lead. I would assume China because they just got complete lockdown, so they're probably balling out.
I don't know.
Whenever like the Soviet Union back in the day, they used to take home every gold because they were juicing their players. The government was helping their players get juiced. They're like, there's no option but winning.
Got to win. We got to beat the States.
So if America, we need to become a communist nation to start getting some golds.
Have you heard the story about the men's Olympic gymnastics team?
Oh, no. What's going on?
Well, they were like pretty notoriously bad in gymnastics, the men's team.
GG.
Which the women's team is like really good. But this year they were in a position to get a medal. Not gold, but a medal, either silver or bronze, or actually it was just bronze. But they have there's like 5 guys on the team or something. And the 5th guy they picked to be on the team, like his specialty is only the pommel horse.
Where you swing your legs around?
Yeah, where you swing your legs around the thing.
Yeah. And
so that's like all he does. And he waited like 2.5 hours during everybody else's routines just to hit that at the last. It's so funny because he looks like the biggest nerd ever. Like he's got the glasses and he's like tall and lanky and it does not look like an athlete at all.
Yeah.
But he was just like waiting there. You're like,
he looks like Dieter.
He's like all in the shadows, looking all mysterious for like 2 hours, and then he had to like hit this routine perfectly in order for the Team USA to get the bronze. And so he gets up there, takes off his jacket, takes off the glasses, and he goes and does his thing like perfectly to a T. They get bronze, but it's just so funny because he looks so goofy, and like I don't know, I see him everywhere like blowing up on social media because everybody's like, they call him the specialist.
America needed a hero, bro. He stepped in.
Yeah, they're like, some guy was like, I hope he knows America. He's the stud right now.
Imagine coming back to America and they're like, what did you do for us? And he just sees 2 cans sitting on the ground. He's like, let me see those. Yeah. Just starts swinging his legs around. That's got to be one of the stupidest things I've ever seen.
Like, it just makes no sense. Like, being a gymnast, but also being like mega engineer and like super obsessed with Rubik's Cubes. It doesn't make any sense.
Imagine he comes out with full Nacho Libre mask and a Rubik's Cube, and he does magic. before, and he like pulls a bunny out of a hat and then starts swinging his legs
Just
over
some
it.
balloon animals. Yeah,
He goes up to the judges and hits them with the water flower.
Puts the red nose on.
Honks him.
The water flower's crazy.
Bro, you know how much of a power move it would be if you took the little leg swinger, like the, what's it called, the saddle?
Pavel horse.
If you took a,
Pommel, not Pavel.
You took the pommel horse to the judges table, plopped it down, and just started swinging your legs in their face.
Ooh.
You like that?
Dude, that's crazy.
You just stop with around one of the judges with your legs on either side of their face, and you're like, give me a 10.
And then you start swinging on the judge's head. Yeah.
That's what they need. Oh, actually, that would make the gym or all of the Olympics way more fun. You know when they do the dunk contest?
That's not an Olympic sport, is it?
Huh?
That's not an Olympic sport.
No, but like just in America,
Uh-huh.
like we're land of the free.
Yeah. Okay, we can do that.
Whenever they have the dunk contest, like they'll pull Shaq out and they'll be like, "Let me dunk over you."
Yeah.
You should be able to, do special wild cards in the Olympics. Like imagine doing archery, but you're like, put a midget under the target.
They're like, hey judge, put an apple on your head. You're just,
bing. You just nail that guy.
yeah. You should have some kind of like act, like how performers have acts.
If an Olympian archer went up to you and they're like, put an apple on your head, would you do it?
What's in it for me?
I mean, you could say an Olympian shot an apple.
Do I
on
get
my
the gold
head.
medal as well?
Yes.
Yeah, I do it.
For real?
Dude, Olympic archer, like they're not gonna miss that by that much, dude.
I don't know. That's scary, bro.
Gold medal though.
Imagine
all you gotta do is stand there.
It's Paralympics and he pulls out his feet. Have you seen him do that?
No, if it's Paralympics, no. I don't trust in those dogs, dude. That's crazy.
It's kind of wild that they had, because RFK's big into the para-O's.
Is he?
Because JFK made it a thing.
Oh yeah, okay, makes sense.
Because I guess the Kennedys, they have worm brains and they also have a lot of they have a lot of mental disability in their family or something.
Okay.
And so they were like,
yeah, they're not all there, are they? Like RFK, like his voice is all messed up.
well, he got vaxxed.
Oh, did that come later?
Injured.
Oh, that's what it came from?
That's
supposedly?
what he says. I mean, everybody wants to debate him on it, but
Oh, I thought he had it like forever.
it was a while ago.
Wow.
And that's one of the initial reasons he didn't like him.
Should we start early? Okay.
Pull out the hat. But
Okay.
it's kind of wild that he just,
That's not during the Olympics though, right?
I think it's
I'm not sure how
either
that
right
works.
after or right before, but it's kind of wild we had him that long ago, because usually when you think of because I guess Kennedy's like around the 60s, you're like,
Yeah. You're like nobody cares.
no, like we used to euthanize those.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild they've been around that
the
long.
Scum of the earth, quote unquote.
Yeah. Used to be tough back in the day for.
He was being progressive back then.
Kennedy was kind of a G, kind of wild boy at the same
Kind of a
time.
pervert.
A little bit, dude.
A little bit of a pervert.
I've heard. I was listening to some podcast of his, and they were just like, just one after the other. It was like, yo, tried to get us out of the Bay of Pigs, saved everybody's life, smashed Marilyn Monroe, almost got us out of Vietnam, smashed another actor.
Another actress.
I was like, jeepers.
I mean, dude, have you seen him? Like,
he was a good looking boy.
you know,
I can't do the Kennedy. I love his voice though. You know what he sounds like?
I can't even remember.
Just that good old timey accent, like Elvis just jumped off the stage and
Like a transatlantic accent.
yeah, coming straight over the telegram.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
the Olympics is not doing well.
No, dude. I mean, we only listed like 3. There's so many more controversies going on down there.
Like
Opening ceremony, we don't even have to talk about that. It's
our
just
sweet
that's just
hero,
stupid.
Caitlin Clark, doesn't get to play.
Caitlin Clark is not there. Raw meat being served at the Sport Village. The river. There's so much stuff.
The river's wild though, because
Yeah.
if you spend $1.5 billion, I think you should get to use the flipping river at the end of it.
Yeah, so they spent $1.5 billion since like 2016 or something.
15, yeah.
2015 to clean the river, and didn't work. Like okay, so I heard the president of France swam in it to like prove a point or whatever.
That's baller.
And it was, I don't know, didn't get sick, but whatever. Anyway, and they were going to do the triathlon, the swim part of the triathlon in the river, and then like 2 days before it happens, the people who were practicing in it were like, "Hey, we're getting bacteria infections." And they're like, "No, we got to cancel this." So it's like a waste of $1.5 billion, and also like, how do you not have a clean river? Like, I guess it's just from fecal matter being in there. Like all of the sewers just go into the river, which isn't that like a normal thing? Like sewer to go into large bodies of water. This is one of the
rare occasions in my life where my job comes in handy. Being a engineering technician, dude, specifically civil. It is wild that we just have sewage treatment plants, and
France doesn't.
No, but literally our one, method of putting it back into the world is like find the nearest river. We're like treat it and then put that hot bleach water right back into the river.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, you can only do so much, dude. If you dookie in the water, there's only so much bleach you can put in there. So bacteria is going to grow. If bacteria can live off something and eat it.
But how is it that bad? Like, you don't hear of any other rivers being that bad. Like, especially in Paris, like a town like with that recognition, that name.
Most rivers are pretty nasty, dude.
Are they?
We got some nasty rivers here that you can't swim in. Trinity River. Whenever I remember doing like a field trip. River? Yeah, it comes out of Dallas. There's the East Fork Trinity River. Oh. I did a field trip there one time, and they were like, if you swim in that, you will die. Like, you'll get a horrible red rash, like, infection.
Your eyes will fall out.
Yeah, dude.
Well, I don't know. It just seems like $1.5 billion could fix it, but I guess not.
Dude.
It's a crazy amount of money to spend.
$1.5 billion.
And then apparently it's just wasted now.
How do you work? It's almost been 10 years. How do you not have it figured out? If you don't have it figured out after 10 years, give up.
Dude, 10 years, you could have like easily done the thing where they just like block off the river from end to end, sucked out all the water, and put a bunch of new water in. I mean, come on.
I would love to roll with your logic here, but I'm
just build two walls on each end of the river, suck out all the water, and put in new water.
Okay, Trump. Seize problem, wall.
Bro. No, new water.
Well, the sewage water's still going to flow in there. You got to reroute the sewage.
No, you got to. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm out of my lane.
Let's be honest, dude. When have the French ever done anything progressive besides make dudes women? Like, just go look at France's history and try to find a darling moment. Napoleon, Marie Antoinette. How much time you got?
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille, bro.
Literal rat.
Like, the French, they try to, like, they come over here and everybody's like, oh, have you ever had French cuisine? It's beautiful. All of our chefs are, like, French trained. Have you been to a French restaurant?
In France?
No, in here. Or, like, in America. Bro.
What's a French restaurant? Like?
Exactly. It's not that good, bro.
Buca di Beppo?
No, that's Italian. That's
oh.
That's good, actually. Buca di Beppo is lit.
Buca di Beppo.
You come there, you say, hey, spaghetti bowl for the table.
Oh, La Madeleine. La Madeleine.
Yeah, La Madeleine. You like it?
I've never been.
Exactly. The French, bro, they have one thing. They have one thing that they claim, and that's cuisine.
Bread.
French bread. I've had better bread, bro.
French bread's good, though.
Baguette. Everybody knows about the baguette. And they have mimes. You know, which is a made-up sport. Like,
bro, watch them put that in the Olympics next 4 years.
French people are like, yo, we can do something too.
Ooh, I'm on a box. Ooh, I'm in a box. Okay.
If you do that in America.
Cool. You want some money? That's crazy, dude. Go get a job, bro. Stop standing out here acting like you're in a box for money.
He's like, I can't get a job, bro. I'm in a box.
Oh my goodness.
That's
a crazy thing.
That's the craziest excuse I've ever for the homeless people in France are just like, we can't, we're stuck, dude.
Homeless people are like, I need a box to live in. And the moms be like, oh, I got one. Oh my word.
I mean,
yeah, French are whack.
It's like, dude, we give France one job. They knew about it for a long time. Like, I'm pretty sure you get 10 years advance or something, because Utah is going to get 2034 or something.
Yeah.
Shout out Utah. Yeah. Posty land. Multiple wives.
More mows.
But big soaks out wet. Oh, so they had time. They knew it was coming. But
2015.
We gave the French one job, and it wasn't a souffle, and they couldn't figure it out. What else? I mean, how much more proof?
If it doesn't involve dough or yeast, they're kind of lost.
Yeah.
Water, aquatic things, no. That's why they got the surfing all the way in Tahiti.
$1.5 billion, dude.
Yeah.
So do they still get to swim, or is it?
I don't know.
Tahiti's just surfing. I don't think it's swimming or anything like that.
Yeah, Tahiti is surfing.
They probably just swim inside, I guess, in pools.
Yeah, I think that's what I saw.
The French, dude. Cebu get better.
Water pollution. Here we go.
I don't know if they're
28 July has been canceled. Was below acceptable levels. Okay, so they blamed the levels not being acceptable on heavy rainfall in the preceding days, which it was raining there for a little bit. I mean, whatever. Training was canceled again the next day, meaning there would be no familiarizations, swims, which was criticized. The men's triathlon was due to take place on today, but was postponed to tomorrow.
So it sounds like they're still going to do it somewhere.
Still, dude, if you're an athlete, like man, you got to be kind of nervous to get in that water.
Oh, yeah.
Not just because you're competing, but because you could maybe die. I don't know.
Honestly, though, that's kind of sicker, though. Because your whole life you train for this moment, and you're like, I'm going to do it. No, even if I get in there and get 32 STDs, I'm swimming, you know? They're like, this is the moment I've waited for all my life, the triathlon. I think,
true that.
You know, good on France. They're doing something right. I mean,
I'm reading here that it might be changed to duathlon.
No way.
Would they just get rid of the swimming?
Could you imagine waiting your 8 years? You only get one chance every 8 years, and they can't get a flipping river cleaned up.
That's kind of wild. Yeah, I'd be boycotting or something.
You know, why don't they just put some Kool-Aid in there? At least, I mean,
don't some like animals eat bacteria? Just throw a bunch of them in there. Let nature heal nature.
You know, that's probably what they probably try to put a bunch of chemicals in there, but they should have put God in there. They should have put
probably
amoebas or
amoebas. Do those eat chemicals?
Or those little sucker fish, the things the dope fish you get in your aquarium that cleans it up.
Oh, that suck on the glass.
They put 32 of those in there.
Yeah, 32. Yeah, maybe that'd work.
Come on, Doc.
Put some filters in there or something, you know? Put some Epsom salt in there. That'll clean it up real good.
Bro, they're two of the biggest tea bags ever. Just tea bag filters.
Epsom salt bags.
Bath bomb it. They could have bath bombed it. Put 400 of them in there.
Yeah, dude, call all of the young 20-year-old French women. Be like, hey, we need your bath bombs. And they all come in just...
no. My bath.
the worst French.
I can't. Dude, you do a French woman.
Hold on,
French woman's hard.
What does a French sound like?
Oh,
no, you do not take my bath bomb.
Yo, that was good. But do a woman. The woman's hard.
My bath. That is kind of hard.
My bath.
My bath bomb. Do not take it from my bathroom.
Okay, you're Russian.
Maybe that was a little bad.
Yeah. But that was a nice man, though.
No nice man,
bro. You had a little Serbio in you or something.
Serbio?
I don't know.
Little Czech. I don't know.
So,
what else is going on besides the Olympics? It's been going on for 2 months. That's been going to be going on for 2 weeks, right? So
I don't even know how long the Olympics is.
I think it's 2 weeks.
So it's almost over?
Oh. It's not even halfway done.
Honestly, bro, I mean, let me think about how to say this. Obviously, we've been
tread lightly here.
We've been avoiding the elephant in the room. I've heard plenty of people, being like, boycott the Olympics. They had Bridges doing gay or something like that. They had men's on bridges trying to be women's or something. And
do you know what happened?
They did for the opening ceremony, right? They did I don't even know what it's called, like a drag show.
It had to be.
Huh?
It had to be a drag show, right? Because it was all drag people.
Well, I don't know what it's called, because it was kind of like a runway thing, and they mixed in models too, I guess. So it wasn't fully drag. It was like all kind of stuff.
Well,
but
whatever it was perversion.
It was good insight into where we're going.
Yeah.
Because
it's
just like
the I heard the planner or whatever for that opening ceremony.
Yeah.
Apologized and was like, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. It was supposed to be an inclusive thing," which obviously was not.
After the big tech company dropped out, she apologized.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
after the money.
I mean, I don't believe her anyway, but still, that's like, it was such a slap in the face to Christians because it was mocking, the Last Supper.
Yeah.
Being all drag and stuff, which is so crazy because it's like, this has nothing to do with sports.
It's true.
It's like, how tone deaf are you? Not on theme. Right?
It's just like, I don't know. I go back and forth on it. I'm like, if you're in America, bro, you're free. If you want to be a dude and put a little bow on your wiener or whatever, I guess you're allowed to do that. If you're an adult, not if you're a minor. I don't agree with it.
But when it's shoved in your face.
Yeah, it's like, I want to see a dude throw a spear 300 yards. I don't want to see a dude.
Yeah, I just want to see Katie Ledecky break another record.
I want to see.
It's not that complicated to let me have this in peace.
Yes, bro. I want to see us get our 30th basketball championship in a row or whatever. Like
it's the women's. The women's basketball's won like 6 years in a row or something like that. Gold.
Wait, we're not. I thought America won like regardless.
America won regardless.
No, I mean like I don't think we've ever. We're losing in men's basketball.
No, we're still in it. I'm just saying the streak of golds has been on the women's side.
Oh,
but yeah, it's like I just want to watch America dominate without having dudes pretending to be women on my screen.
Yes, bro. It's like whatever that sport is where you put a ball real close to your chin and then you just spin as violent.
Shot put.
You spin as violently as you. Well, shot put, isn't that the frisbee? Or what's that one? Discus. I guess that one's discus.
Discus, yeah.
Yeah, shot put. That's hype because first of all, whatever guy came up with that. Why?
Caveman.
Why do you got to hold it right on your chin like that? But
yeah,
I like that.
I like that too.
I like seeing that.
Mm-hmm.
I like the javelin. Throwing a spear. First of all, the Olympics needs to go back to like survival. If you tell me this, okay, if they took the dudes with the skirts with the spear hanging out the bottom, they threw that away. They did dudes with spears, 30 Bambis running by. See how many you can get in 15 seconds. Viewership's up.
Like a triple kill.
Dude, if you could get 2 deers with one spear, king of the village. That's a gold medal.
For sure.
Imagine viewership.
Yeah, you're
bro.
instant king.
Imagine if we forgot. Listen, there are enough animals in the world. They're not going to go away. Okay? We get enough. Like, the ones we're going to eat.
Except the ones that are extinct.
It's only happened a couple times. My bad, bro. Okay? We lost dodo birds. My bad.
Why is that the first one everybody says is dodo birds? It's like the most popular one.
I think we almost lost.
Somebody was multi-killing dodo birds with a spear, and now we got none.
Did I?
What's your point?
I think we're losing the black rhino too, which is tough time for that one. How about
Dude, racism and extinction.
Let's chill on that one. Please kill white rhinos, please. I need that George Floyd officer to take out some rhinos.
Come on, bro.
But I'm just telling you, that's way like.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
But
I think that's just called hunting.
I don't think is there anybody out there? Okay, bro, this is what I want to know.
Lay it on me.
Brother, how many people, if you ask them, okay, would you like to go see a new movie or would you like to go see a drag show? But I don't even know if you're, like, take Christian out of the mix or any religion.
Just pure
It
entertainment.
doesn't even sound that, like, who cares, bro? Like, who wants to watch dudes or, I mean, bro, first of all, who watches ballet? 0 people. Who watches hip-hop dance? 0 people. Nobody cares about a drag race, which is like mediocre dancing with your nuts hanging out.
Yeah, so just thinking on a pure entertainment level.
It's not that
I'm like, does drag shows cost money? Because if you're broke, then definitely going to be going to the drag show if it doesn't cost money. Because movie theaters are expensive. But then again, if you go to the drag show, aren't you like supposed to tip or something?
Probably.
I don't know. It's all ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, you get to sit down in kind of a halfway comfortable theater seat. So that's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess maybe you get to bring your own snacks to drag shows. You can't do that at the theater.
I guess if any show is well done enough, it could be interesting, you know, like Cirque du Soleil, but, you know, with skirts.
Well, look, it's kind of like the modern day circus, a drag show, because you used to have the bearded lady.
That is a wild point, bro.
And it's like now you get to see a bunch of them dancing.
Actually, that's a good point because
right,
people have always wanted to see.
It was a freak show, right? That's what it was called.
Yeah, people have always wanted to see weird people or interesting looking people, and now,
you used to pay $1 to go see the bearded lady. Now you can give her $1 yourself.
Dude, when you put it that way, I didn't even think about that.
Something to think about.
Bro, no lie. He said that and the AC turned off.
The Olympics out here,
bro.
Whole
room shuttered.
No AC. Yeah.
But, I don't know. I guess I'll kind of... It's interesting because this is the other thing I've been thinking about this week. And I feel like one of the biggest proofs for Christianity is that evil seems to be so consistent. Like, if we're really in like a Big Bang world, everything's random, happenstance, chance. You know, if you sit a monkey at a keyboard long enough, he's going to write all of Shakespeare. Like, there, you know, if you give anything enough time, anything can happen. If that's true, why is evil like always the same thing throughout history? It's like kill babies, confuse gender, you know, sexual perversion or whatever. And it's like there's never a new story. It's like, you know, there's not new stuff coming up.
New evil?
Yeah.
New sin?
Not even new sin. It's just like there's like the people that seem to like not have, if you take religion out of it or whatever, the people that don't have humanity's best interest always do the same things. Like they always confuse gender. They always try to kill infants or kill old people, or, you know, they're like pretty obvious. Like you don't have to be.
Maybe because it's like the most effective way to consolidate power.
Yeah, like they know the quickest way to ruin a society is like a couple basic things.
Yeah.
Like destroy the family, make husbands leave their wives to put on makeup, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Which I get it, dude. I get it. Sitting down at the desk for 12 hours a day will really make you think about doing a worldwide tour drag race. You're like, I got to get out of here, bro.
Yeah. I just thought of that. Why do they call it a drag race? What are they racing to? What's the finish line?
Yeah, they don't call anything else a race.
Drag race.
Why is it drag? Hold up.
I gotta know. Pause.
Look up why is it called drag?
Because it's the drag. Oh, that's the road. The road's the drag.
No. For real? Is that actually why? Why is it?
I think so. It's called the drag strip. So it's called the drag.
I don't, but they don't call the runway the drag. Oh, shoot. They don't know where it is. One theory about the origin of the term drag is that it referenced the way gowns dragged across the floor. Oh my gosh, dude, this LaCroix's hitting me.
That's crazy because they don't even wear they wear nothing now.
Yeah, there's another one. Hold on. Another is that it's derived from Polari, a slangy language used frequently by queer British men. One of the first known people to call themselves a queen of drag was William Dorsey Swan. Okay.
Drag.
Huh. But we don't even know where this thing came from. Why is drag? Why? Why is it called? Maybe I'm gonna try a drag race now.
Well,
I feel like this should be like the easiest thing to find. Originally, the term drag. Oh shoot! This is about the cars. Drag racing for dudes. Well, that's cars too. Hold on.
Drag racing for women.
Femboys.
Femboys. Well.
Oh, man, I don't know.
Man, anyway, whatever it is, it doesn't make much sense logically.
You know, what do you? I don't even care. I didn't care enough. Not worth it. But anyways, so going back to this evil thing, this is what I've been thinking about this week.
What about?
If evil is consistent, you know, you would be like, okay, well, maybe there's somebody orchestrating the evil that kind of knows path of least of resistance to get as much evil that can happen as possible to happen. And so I guess I just been thinking about like the spirit realm more this week. Do you think, let's just, for starters, do you think about that often or at all?
The spiritual realm?
Yeah, like
not often, but like it'll occasionally pop in my head or something will remind me of it, and then I'll think about it, and then it'll hurt my brain, and then I'll stop thinking about it because it hurts my brain.
Yeah. Because I was imagining just the idea that like demons or something could be whispering bad stuff into your ear or giving you like ideas or stuff.
Demons whispering to you?
No, hey, chill. Hey.
No, what are you what you're saying though?
No, like, I'm just saying like because I feel like it's theologically correct to tell you that demons can give you bad ideas or like they can sway your thoughts or, you know, they can't control you, but they can present things to you that would make you, you know.
I think that's just human frailty, human nature. I don't know if that's demons, just kind of, you know.
But that's what I've been
poking
thinking about.
You.
Okay. Do you think, so let's see how I wrote it down. I said demons can, do you think that demons can, because it's talked about in the Bible, and I'm sorry I'm repeating, but it's talked about in the Bible that demons are inhabiting humans, which is like, what's going on with that? Okay, that's crazy. You know, demons like commanding.
What are you talking about? You talking about the ones that Jesus was healing? Those
yeah, like Jesus would go up to some dude and he'd be like, get out of there, and there'd be like 10,000 of them. And they'd run off into a herd of pigs. And you're like, whoa. So you're like, okay, that's crazy to think about.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know how there's parts of the Bible that we interpret not literally? When we're like, okay, that's more like poetic language or apocalyptic language. Is it possible that scenarios like that, is it not really a demon inhabiting that person, or is it somebody that has just become overcome by their desires to where they're starting to act like a demon? Is it that, or is the spiritual warfare real and there's demons in our presence among us, the devil's rolling around like overpowering lion. What do you think?
I don't believe that there's demons, literally speaking, now. Like, I believe it was literally demons that Jesus cast out. I don't think it was just like their sinful desires or whatever. Because, and I'm just thinking here, but like all the demons that I can remember, those instances where Jesus cast them out, or I think Paul cast a few out. Yeah. All those instances were like the demons causing harm to the individual that they were inside. So I think if it was just your sinful desires, you wouldn't want to cause yourself harm, because your sinful desire wants to keep you protected, right? And makes you want to feel good, and you know what I'm saying?
Okay, I think I'm saying it, but maybe elaborate if you are thinking more.
So like the demon possession in the Bible is like the demon would thrash your body around, okay, right? And it would make you sick or break your own legs or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I'm saying like the difference between that and being consumed with your own sinful desires is that your own sinful desires aren't going to cause you to be causing yourself harm, physical harm.
So you think like when people start getting into maybe like, you know, cutting or other self-harm techniques, you think that's really when
the demon's in them? when the
devil
I think
opens
that's
the door?
that's very much emotional. What's the word? I want to say maturity, but it's like emotional lack of emotional relational things in their life. So it's like they need to feel something. I guess that's why people cut, right?
That's what I've heard.
Isn't that the most common reason?
But I mean, I guess because here's the thing. Humans are the only, I don't like using the word, but we're the only animals that kill ourselves. Okay? No other quotations animal does that. And so if we're purely
you've seen penguins though.
What?
Penguins be kind of stupid sometimes.
Yeah, but they don't
just be slipping.
I've never seen a penguin tie a noose, bro.
I mean, they get a little close to the iceberg edge and whoop.
Could you imagine, bro? That'd be such a sad... Dude, a penguin killing himself would be so sad.
You see...
like, imagine a penguin waddling up to the edge of the cliff. And
dude, I'm literally going to show you a video of this later. They fall.
But they're not trying to... Oh, when they smack down.
It's so funny.
But have you seen the seals do it, too? The seals are
hilarious. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, the seals falling down the edge of the cliff.
But they're not trying to, bro. They get...
I gotta show you one of this cow. It's so funny. It's just like... It never stops. But yeah, sorry. That's kind of...
Dude, you know random. Secret Service members do that too? You put them on a sloped roof, they just start...
Dude, I was going to bring up this yesterday. I saw this picture of like a sloped roof like that, of like a barn, and there was literally a cow standing up there, and it's like Secret Service couldn't do this. Anyway.
Literally Utter Patrol can get it done, and you can't.
Yeah.
That's insane. But if they're... Okay.
Yeah, so humans are the only animals that don't kill themselves.
Which would lead me to believe, and you can come out here and tell me if I'm wrong, but it would lead me to believe that there's something different going on with us, and there's a literal it's spiritual warfare.
It's pretty obvious.
Animals have brains.
Duh, but I'm talking about like it's the complexity of the brain.
So you don't think... Does it say there's not demons anymore? Or they don't interact with us?
It's not verbatim like there's no demons anymore, but I mean, I'll have to do more research and study on it, but I know that there's not demon possession anymore because there's no more miracles happening today, right? So,
we don't even have to get into possession, bro, because
you talking about the gym bros in the gym fighting their demons. About to hit that set.
I'm talking about Imagine Dragons, dude. The demon.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you see the gym bros in their pump covers, like fighting their demons before their set. Is that what you're talking about?
No, that's just dudes shooting up.
Okay.
That's just dudes trying to get pumped to take one more hit.
They're D-ball and trend.
That's just jacked bros trying to take 50 more cc's. But, I mean...
I'm going to say right now, I don't believe in demon possession anymore.
I don't think I do either.
But, I mean, the modern day demon possession, I guess you could say, would be just mentally sick people. Where
okay.
you can say they're demon possessed, but it's just they're obviously sick and need help. And I mean, I think that's curable without miracles.
Yeah, bro. Get that water.
Oh my god. That Pope 1000, the Pope gun, the Pope water gun.
Bro, wait. Why do they not have water guns?
Imagine the Pope with a super soaker.
That's like the sword of the Lord, maybe. If he could actually have like a water hose with holy water, with a thumb over the most of it.
A thumb over the hose.
You could take out a whole crowd of demons, brother.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just started thinking about that, and I was like, dang, that's because I tend to think that, it's pretty real, and they're like working tirelessly to.
Well, maybe you could also
take us down.
And I think that's what you're trying to say is that, like, I mean, obviously Satan is working right now. Like, he's active. And if you want to say the demons are spawn of Satan, then sure. Yeah. I mean, Satan is working, so
I guess
I just don't know the right wording for it.
Yeah, no, I don't know if people can be demon possessed anymore or not. That one's kind of up in the air.
Like, if I saw like some straight up Stranger Things, like, somebody just starts floating up in the sky, legs start to break, arms start to break, you know what I'm talking about? I believe it. I mean, I believe it then.
What would you do, bro?
Oh, dude, I'd call the Exorcist.
Would you hit this? Would you hit this?
I'd call the Exorcist. I'd be like, get over here right now. Yeah. Dude, I don't know. I'd probably freak out.
It's such a weird thing, though, because it's like...
Yeah. It is weird. But also, it also makes me think, like, the opposite, other end of that, where angels... Like, angels just chilling around here,
Well, I read some verse, and it was like... I guess it's...
It's greet strangers. You talking about that one?
No, that one is interesting, too, though, as well. But it's where we, I guess, loosely get the term guardian angel from. Is there's one verse where it's like, if you are believing in the Lord, then the Lord will send an angel to you or something like that to watch over you. And so, obviously, people are like, well, that means everybody's got their own personal guardian angel, and he's there when you trip, and he holds your head, so you don't bounce off the curb.
Trip, yeah.
But, which is interesting, because you're like, okay, well, that's mainly more what I was thinking about is, if we're sitting in this room right now, technically, dude, there could be 3 demons right there and 3 angels right there, and they're both
brawling.
Well, imagine this, though. Imagine they're not even brawling. Imagine it's the Olympics for them, and they're just waiting for...
the gold medal.
They're waiting for me to slip up and just say some, slur, and the demons getting hyped and the angels... Okay,
I don't know about that.
But, I mean, it's like...
fun image.
It's like I think there is like a real warfare going on all the time. And I think there's people that get excited for you to do good. And there's people who love... I don't even know. I shouldn't, I guess, say people, but there's people that love seeing you do bad. And that's weird to think about. They get hyped on that.
Satan.
Yeah. And his little minions.
His little minion. Sure, I mean...
It was weird, dude.
You're just thinking about the old cartoon devil on your right shoulder and
I'm not, bro.
Angel on the left.
I'm thinking about...
Yes, you are.
I'm thinking about...
Except there's 3. 3 each.
I'm thinking about the angel described in Revelation, and it says it's like basically a flying head with 6 wings, and it's got 2 wings around its head, so its head's poking out. It's got two wings covering its legs, and two wings flying. And I'm like, that must be horrifying.
Where are you trying to fly? Like, why are you going? Why you got so many wings?
Well,
how high are you flying?
Apparently, he's using the wings to cover up most of his body because we can't see it or something. That like it would hurt us. And then I'm like researching angels or whatever, and some of it's hard to research angels because they try to sneak in, like other religious angels, and they're like, and they try to sneak in like the Book of Enoch, and they're like, or the Book of Topa or whatever.
Some Greek mythology angels too.
Yeah, they try to sneak those in there, but there's like the Bible's talking about angels that are like the wheels of the chariot, and they're wheels, but they're completely made out of eyes, and you're like, could you imagine? Because they're
or also like the hierarchy, like Michael, the archangel. I mean, yeah, it's all like I don't know if we can really comprehend what it's trying to say.
Definitely not.
I mean, obviously we can't.
Yeah,
and people smarter than us probably can't. But like, that's just why I said earlier when I think about it, I stop sometimes because it hurts my brain so much.
Yeah,
and it's like, obviously, like we don't see angels right now, but I guarantee you, if we saw one, we'd freak out because of how they're described. Yeah.
Could you imagine just being?
We'd probably think it's a demon.
Could you imagine just getting to heaven and you're chilling with God, bruh? You're cutting it up, and this eye wheel rolls by, and you're like, "Whoa!"
This eye wheel, yeah.
That would be terrifying, bro. I mean, I guess you would understand it all by then, but still, it's like, I guess.
To us, yeah, it's very strange. Just randomly reminded me of that one episode we talked about, or I talked about, the near death experiences.
Yeah, NDEs.
And that one blind girl was able to like see or whatever, and like see like 360 around her.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's like angel vision. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe that's because
she turned to an angel like for 0.5 seconds.
It could have just been the prophet explaining how they see. He could have said he's trying to say, there are wheels with eyes all around them. That's how you would explain look in 3D.
Good point. Yeah.
But
yeah.
I mean,
crazy.
I don't know, bro. Guys, I'm wearing the hat today.
Can you see with that thing on?
Low key, if angels pull up and look like this, I'm out.
They pull up with the ears in the hat. I'm out.
I wonder, bro. Yeah, I mean, they wouldn't even have words to describe them, because I'm trying to think, do the wings have feathers or not? It's like they don't even have to have feathers, I guess.
Just wings.
Flesh. Bats.
Ooh. Flesh wings?
Yeah.
What about fried wings? I'm getting kind of hungry.
Yo, if we frying up angel wings, we on the wrong side.
How much protein's in an angel wing?
Unlimited, infinite.
Unlimited protein.
That's the most jacked you can get. If you fry up 6 angel wings, Betty, you're going hell.
Yeah, for real.
But I don't know. All right, it's interesting.
It is.
You should look up. You should just watch. Or any of you guys should just look up some angel mythology, and some of it will be, not exactly
goofy.
accurate, but a lot of it will be kind of interesting. Oh, there's another idea that I thought about. So when they're going out of the garden, okay, they get kicked out.
Adam and Eve.
Huh?
Adam
and Eve. Adam and Eve. They do. Eve messes up, sucks a suck. Adam says, "What the heck?
Let me do that though.
Let me get a bite."
Let me try that.
He said it was good. and then God says, "Not good, guys. You're out of here." And then they get banished. But what does he put up? He puts a fiery sword up. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. And then I was listening to a video, and somebody was like, actually, the way it's described is it could be just like an object, but it could be like an angelic being that's like a fiery sword. I was like, interesting.
Yeah.
And then I was like, it's weird. It's like a lot of the times whenever God tries to interact with this world or through this world, he's usually interacting through fire. And I was like the burning bush, or when the apostles received the Spirit and their heads were like fire.
Pillar of fire.
Pillar of fire. And then I was like, yo, the gate between this world and the Garden of Eden has fire in front of it. And I'm like, so just past, I'm spitballing, but maybe just past that pillar of fire, or just inside it, was the Garden of Eden. It's the land with God. And he actually has to have because God can't be with sin, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he has to separate himself, like cut himself out of this world. Maybe he has to have that gate up, dude. And maybe that gate is what one day we'll get past.
So I think what you're saying is we should all jump into some lava.
If you see fire, dude, head first.
Head first.
God in there.
Yeah.
Bro, a lot of Christians get burned at the stake.
Yeah.
Learn more every day.
I already knew that, but yeah. Yeah.
I'm saying I do.
It's crazy because when I think of like the fiery sword or whatever,
mm-hmm.
I always thought there was an angel there holding it. Is that what the Genesis says? Or am I just like thinking of old
I think I always thought of that
illustrations of what I've seen?
Maybe we should have looked up.
Because I thought there was an angel guarding.
Definitely could have been.
But yeah, that's interesting. God is in the form of fire most of the time, and like it makes sense for the Israelites, like being at night, you can't really see a pillar of smoke.
Yeah, it's
so
nice
fire,
to have a light.
Yeah, have some light.
Because I guess it was a storm in the day, right?
It was a pillar of smoke.
Kind of still fire, but okay.
Smoke. And yeah, like the burning bush. I don't know. I think fire kind of just like symbolizes like power and like, just like power, and that's what God is. So kind of and they fear, and you're supposed to fear God. So you're kind of scared of fire, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the ESV says, he drove out the man, and at the east of the Garden of Eden, he placed the cherubim.
There you go.
He placed the cherubim and a flaming sword that turned every way to guard the way to the tree of life, which every way would be a circle, like a pillar.
So cherubim is an angel, correct?
I think the cherubim is I want to say they are the highest, but maybe not. But cherubim...
Well, archangel's definitely the highest. Because there's only one.
The cherubim are the ones that are like always exalting him, and they don't stop. And they're like, at the Ark of the Covenant, there's cherubim on either side.
Right.
There to praise him, and they don't stop. Like, if they come, there's no clocking out. If you're a cherubim. They're
like the hype men.
Yes.
Okay.
Like if God walks in, you know how Trump, he gets shot, he goes on stage to many men try to stand behind me. Yeah. That's the cherubim are doing that to God. But they're probably going, I don't even
Hallelujah.
know. Yeah.
Hallelujah. Yeah. Okay. So, but that's weird because the cherubim's guarding right now. Why is he guarding and not praising?
It says they drove the man out of the east of the garden, and he placed the cherubim and a flaming sword. A cherubim. So one hype man, maybe he's hyping up the sword.
No.
He's like slashing people. Yeah,
Next
they
try.
wouldn't hype up anybody but God. That's my bad.
Dude, I mean, that's just some things that are like, I mean, I'm not smart enough to know what he's talking about.
Yes, we are, dude.
No, we're not, bro. I'm not a scholar.
We're so flipping smart. That's why everybody comes to the Honest Honkies.
Yeah,
They're
sure.
like, these guys.
They just got a load of crap.
Smart as honk.
Yeah. Smart as honk. Yeah.
But, I don't know. I've just been thinking about that.
It's fun to think about, for sure.
I also, towards the end of the cast, nobody's going to make it this far. So I got to tell you something I realized, bro, because it's eating me up, dude.
What?
It's eating me up. I can't. I just have to.
You good, bro? What do you need?
No, because I realized something. Okay. You know how he said the Nephilim?
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
There's one verse in the Bible, in the actual canon of the Bible. There's more in the book of Enoch, but that's up for grabs. In the Bible, there's one verse, okay. And it talks about the Nephilim, and it says specifically, demons came down. They did sexy time with human women. Those human women gave birth to half-breeds. Okay. So first,
where is this?
Huh?
Where is this in the Bible? Do you know?
Genesis 6, I think. I don't know.
6?
It's pretty. It's before the flood because God saw early, that. Huh? Well, let's look. Genesis. I'll read the verse so that everybody's just like they're like Genesis.
How do you spell Nephilim?
N-E-P-F. Hold on, I gotta spell this.
N-E-P-F.
Genesis 6:4. Okay. So let's. Holy moly! I've
got it right here.
You got 6:4?
Yeah. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also afterward, when the sons of God came in to the daughters of man, and they bore children to them. Those were the mighty men who were of old, the men of renown.
So it says pretty clearly the men of God came into women, chill, vulgar, and then they bore children, right? So demon. Okay.
So this says a little footnote on it, and next to Nephilim it says or giants.
Yeah, like a lot of people say David and Goliath. They'll say that Goliath might have been a late offspring of a Nephilim, but that's all speculation. Point is,
that's not speculation. I understand.
Point is, I thought about this today, and I was like, first of all, demons don't like doing good stuff. Okay. So that means they're probably into smashing. And then I was like, that means that there was probably somebody out there that has been smashed by the devil.
I don't.
And I thought about that, and I was like,
well, it's interesting you say this because
I'm glad you brought this up.
Well, no, I just thought something. So you said demons are like trying to mess some stuff up, right?
Yeah.
Trying to do some bad.
Yeah.
And this is a long shot. But when it says giants right there, and you're saying that Goliath might have been the son of a Nephilim.
Okay.
All of the giant, as we called giants, like super big people back then, like all of that, the giants died, right?
Yeah.
Maybe that's just like the demons messing some stuff up.
Killing the giants?
Yeah, just like getting rid of all the big people.
No, I think they made the big people, and then God said, I think it's time for a bath, and kind of splashed everybody.
Maybe.
I think God, honestly, obviously he has foresight, but I think he was like, not cool, Lucifer. You didn't have to mess up and take a third of the angels with you. And then he's like, but y'all be chill. And then they started smashing the humans, and he said, all right, that's enough. Flood. Y'all can't be doing that. No more smashing the whims.
You realize the flood came before David. Goliath.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, it's speculation, because it's like, where did giants come from? And people are like, well, maybe a couple Nephilims made it.
Well, I think it's just because
it could be more. There could be demons smash more people after the flood.
Maybe.
I mean, it's totally possible.
Maybe. I don't know.
And that verse, maybe to end it off, be careful, you might be entertaining angels. Right?
Oh, yes.
Be careful.
I don't know what verse it is.
Who you're speaking to, because you might be entertaining angels.
Yeah.
Which is a wild thought. That's awesome.
Yeah, it is wild.
That means the opposite is most likely true. Be careful, you might be entertaining demons, and they might be about to bust.
I don't know about that. The Bible doesn't say that. The Bible doesn't say we're entertaining demons.
But it's like, I don't know.
It's all speculation.
It's true. Honest speculation.
Honest speculation. All right, we got to wrap.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah,
sorry, guys.
It's okay. Apology accepted.
I realized that today, and I was like, if that's true, that's wild. Let's honk out.
Honk.
Honk.
Yeah, we don't know nothing, but we hope you enjoy the something. We just don't keep that don't know nothing. You know we have fun and it does not bust it. We love you, homie. May we keep the gravy and stuff, man. Gravy and stuff, and I keep your mom in a Dutch oven. Gravy and stuff. Gravy and stuff. Gravy and stuff.